A pleasant day to everyone. I am Carlo Abiabi. I'm here to explain about the importance, parts, and function of a fire extinguisher and its uses. So, importance of fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher are extremely important as they are the most commonly used for fire protection. In many cases, there are first line of defense of often contain or extinguish a fire, preventing costly damage. So, when there is a fire extinguisher, it prevents the fire to burn out, or let me say that the maiwasan ang paglaki ng sunog at maiwasan din ito na kumalat ang sunog kung meron kang fire extinguisher. So, in these cases, ganito ka-importante ang fire extinguisher. Kaya, lahat ng mga industrial factories, opisina, merong nakalagay na fire extinguisher. So, that preventing costly damage. Usage of fire extinguisher. So, fire extinguisher, portable or movable apparatus used to put out a small fire by directing onto it a substance that can cools the burning material, deprives the flame of oxygen, or interferes with the chemical reaction occurring in the flame. So, the usage of fire extinguisher, ang kanyang usage is to cooling the burning materials and to para maiwasan ang paglaki ng sunog, o para mawala ang sunog kahit mawala ang sunog na mangyayaring sunog. Then meron siyang mga substance na which is this is the agent that can stop the fire, like foam and other substance that can interfere the fire. Parts and functions of fire extinguisher. Cylindrical tank. The tank of any fire extinguisher is responsible for storing the extinguishing agent and the propellant under the correct amount of pressure. Typically made of steel, even small tanks can be surprisingly heavy. So, number 2, valve. So, valve is responsible for controlling the flow of the agent, which is the foam and other chemical substance. The valve is the mechanism connecting the carry handle and the operating lever and around which they function. Carry handle. Simply that the handle allows for easy grasping, lifting, and carrying of the extinguisher. Number 4. Operating lever. The lever is the metal piece that can be pressed or squeezed to operate the extinguisher. However, the operating lever will not be able to be pressed, squeezed, unless the pull pin has first been removed. Number 5. The pin or the pull pin, also known as the locking pin. This metal pin is inserted into the valve portion of the fire extinguisher and prevents accidental discharge. For instance, accidentally squeezing the operating lever. Operating the lever down when you only meant to carry the extinguisher to a different location. Number 6, tamper seal. Tamper seal, a plastic tamper seal placed to keep the pull pin from falling out accidentally. Number 7, pressure gauge. The pressure gauge is a small circular gauge attached to the outside of the valve assembly to show whether or not the fire extinguisher has the proper pressure to expel the agent in the event of a fire. If the arrow of the gauge is in the green, it is properly charged. If it is to the left of the green, it is undercharged and will not have enough pressure to work properly. If the gauge needle is to the right of the green, it is overcharged and is a hazard at risk of exploding. CO2 or carbon dioxide extinguisher do not have pressure gauges. Number 8, discharge hose. The discharge hose is the hose that allows the extinguishing agent to travel from the tank to the base of the fire and enables the user to aim the flow of the agent. Number 9, discharge nozzle. The nozzle is the hose's conical end out of which the extinguishing agent disperses. So that is the all main parts and function of fire extinguisher. In addition to these functioning elements, the fire extinguisher, there is also the informative parts, which include instruction label. All properly operating fire extinguisher should have a legible instruction label on the extinguisher tank that provides instruction for proper use and which type of fire it is intended to be used on. Second, monthly inspection tag. This tag allows the owner or person responsible for the monthly inspection to record the date of the monthly check as well as the initials of the individual who inspected it. This tag helps prove compliance with your local AHJ as this monthly inspection are required. Annual inspection tag. This tag is where your professional fire and security provider such as Corsen will record the date and the essential information behind the required annual maintenance inspection. This tag will be useful in proving compliance with the local codes and ensuring the extinguisher is receiving the proper care that it needs to operate correctly when needed. And of course, a fire extinguisher would not be such if it were not for the extinguishing agent, the chemical and or substance stored in the tank capable of suppressing of extinguishing a fire, and the propellant, the gas responsible for expelling the extinguishing agent out of the tank when activated. So there are rules or for safe use of fire extinguisher. When choosing to use a fire extinguisher, to fight a fire, remember first to check that it is the correct class for the fire you are fighting. Only a Class A rated extinguisher can be used when ordinary combustibles are involved. Only a Class B rated extinguisher can be used when flammable liquids are involved. And only a Class C rated extinguisher can be used when electrical equipment is involved. When you use the fire extinguisher, remember the fast term or PASS for operating the fire extinguisher when there have fire started. So P stands for pull the pin. A for aim the nozzle at the base of the fire from a safe distance. S, squeeze the lever to discharge the agent. And another S, sweep the hose from side to side. Once again, I am Carlo Abiabi. Thank you and God bless guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.